Alright, everybody, welcome back. Tiger Woods 2014. We're going to skip to the BMW Championship and play that one and then the Tour Championship. And it'll be the final, it'll be the last career mode video. I know I kind of rushed through this one, but I've done career mode since 2002, and we still got another career mode in Roy McIlroy, so.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the final round of the BMW Championship. It's part of the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. When you think of Crooked Stick Golf Course, you will always think back to 1991, when a little-known ninth alternate arrived from Dardanelle, Arkansas, and somehow got into the field at the last moment and then ran away from the field. Paul Bunyan-esque it was when John Daly won here the PGA Championship, and now we're getting set for more exciting tournament action here from Crooked Stick. Jim Nance along with David Faraday on the call today.
That's crazy, a ninth alternate. Just the odds of getting into a tournament as a ninth alternate is kind of crazy.
Oh, that opening tee shot, and it's a beauty. On the green and a chance for birdie on the first hole.
Okay, nice birdie there.
Crooked Stick. I like that name for a golf club. It's better, I like it better anyway when the course isn't named just after like where it is.
And that's a solid tee shot right there. What a nice way to start the hole.
Well, you can't aim it much better than that when the flag sticks the target. Got to make these if you're going to win. 4-footer. Well, not a tap in, but should make this one 4.
Yes, for birdie. And what about the standings? Let's take a quick look.
We had, unfortunately, for almost all the ones that have closed down. We've had one called Rivanna. Or is it Riviana? One of the two. And I really liked the course. It was really, really narrow. So it was a tougher course than most of us were used to. A lot of woods everywhere.
No, he'll take that one.
And shut down. We're not really sure why, because it's funny. It's not like the course is in horrible condition and then it shut down because
A beautiful roll
no one's playing it or anything. It was probably just mismanagement.
Here's a view of last week's tournament.
And then there was one called Royal Virginia. I love that one. That was my favorite course that I played, not like in a one-off tournament, because it was the longest course that we had. Because most of the courses, that are public are what pretty low to mid 6,000 yards. You don't really get the length or anything of a pro course, and this one got kind of close. I think it was 69 or 7,000.
Got a chance to pick up a shot here.
That was a nice
3-footer here.
layout. A couple of open
Sweet birdie.
holes, but
Sinks it.
a decently tight course as well. Most public courses are, at least around here, are a tighter
the pack when it comes to putting average.
tighter course, because a lot of them are, you know, in a little community, and so there's houses to the left and the right, and you're only going to have a certain amount of wooded area before you get to the houses, and so they're always pretty tight.
Jim, that's a beauty. It's the sort of shot you'd hit on the range.
Then another one that shut down. It's called Shenandoah. That was at the place where my first job was. But it was separate from the resort that I worked at.
It's in the rough.
And again, another course. It was nice. It was a pretty tight course. That one shut down.
He just pulled off a great escape.
The Royal Virginia one, though, I'm pretty sure that one shut down just because they didn't get enough play. Because it was, I mean, if you didn't already know it was there,
Putt drops for a birdie.
you would have no idea. Because the only sign for it was like this little 2x2 sign. Yeah, it was tiny. And it wasn't located in a gated community or anything like that. It was just off, you know. You drive on this side road, and then you go a few more miles, and you find it. You know, there were no advertisements for it or anything.
What a gorgeous approach all over the flagstick.
But yet somehow my old home course is still up and
Just from
running.
about 6 feet.
Horrible condition.
Nice putt.
Super expensive for the condition it's in. Like, it costs the same amount or more to play there than at my current course, and man. That's why it's kind of unfortunate, I guess, me being such a big golfer, and the courses that are near me that are public. You have my home course, which is only, you know, you still got to drive 12 minutes to get there.
Good smooth back
You
swing,
have
change of direction,
another
straight
public
tee
one
shot.
that's about 25 minutes away in a town, or a city, I should say. And that one's okay. You know, it's a shorter one. It's decently open, but the bunkers would be their worst quality. It's like red dirt,
Where you need to leave it
and
if
so you don't really want to play out of them. It's sand, but it's just red, because where it's located, all the dirt is red dirt.
Of the leader.
And besides that, you have to go 45 minutes to an hour to get to the next one. Well, technically, I guess there's one that's less than half an hour. It's Birdwood, but it's so expensive. It's like I would never casually play there, you know. You go broke. Yeah, I think it's 3 times the amount.
That's the way you play golf.
My course is. It might even be more than that,
Here, David.
just to
About
play around.
150 left here, Jim.
But it's not private, you know. Because there is one 20 minutes away, but it's private, so.
We're not even at the halfway point, and that's now already 8 greens in regulation.
And the one that's private now,
This
that's
for his birdie.
20 minutes away, used to not be
With
private,
that,
but
The lead
it was
now
still like
on
$150 or $180 to play around. You have one course that's almost an hour away. It's called Meadow Farms, and that's on farmland. And it's a fun novelty course, but it's not like a course that's ever in amazing condition. You know, it's
230 yards left.
greens are always slow because they're a little fuzzy, but you have like the longest hole in the United States. You've got a waterfall hole, an island green, a ball diamond. So, but that one's, I guess, I don't know. That one's kind of not a attraction anymore because they seem to have kind of stopped really taking care of that hole, or at least like
What a pure putter.
the part of it that would be the ball diamond, because it was a green and bunkers.
How has the round been going to this point?
You know, in the shape of the ball diamond. But yeah, that one's a fun course to play. It's the waterfall and the island green 9, because it's 3 9 holes, are the most fun. The one with the longest hole is probably the most bland, to where it's kind of like, play it once, I don't really need to play that again. Because even the longest hole isn't very fun to play.
There's the shot, you see, that would have lengthened my career considerably.
Because everywhere where you would land, you'd be on a downhill side hill lie, and so it's kind of like, You have to go over 2 ponds. And you would think, like,
That's a beauty.
for the longest hole, you'd be able to hit your driver, right? No. Because
This for birdie.
there's a pond
That putt finds the hole.
to the point where it's on the right side, so you'd have to really hug, like, less than a 20-yard gap on the left, but that side is also really on a side hill. And so if you hit it with anything besides a straight shot or a draw, it's going to hit and probably roll all the way down into the pond, so. Yeah, it's not really a fun hole.
Beautiful. Lovely straight lines in that swing, solid impact, and that's nicely in the fairway.
Right on his game plan, 15 feet out. He has this putt for eagle.
It's 2 eagles. So it kind of sucks because where I live, I used to use it 3 pretty big hobbies. Golf, and there's not that many courses if you want variety. You know, they're not the greatest courses that are public. And you're not going to make a ton of money to be able to join like a private course, so not a ton of stuff near me. Video games. Not many people around here are into video games.
Something with a little bounce on it. This is the sand wedge.
And a lot of the people that you're like, oh yeah, I play COD or, you know,
On the green
stuff like
and
that.
looking
It's like
at
nothing.
birdie opportunity.
And then movies. Not too many people are too big into movies here
This for
either.
birdie. Count that to go to minus 14 for the tournament.
Like we have, I guess,
These players have been the
2 big
absolute
theaters,
best
big
in the field
meaning like
when it comes
more
to this
popular.
game.
One's a Regal, but the location is horrible. To get in and out is just a pain in the ass, so I never go to that one. But it plays everything, you know, because they have so many theaters. And then I have an Alamo about 25 minutes away. That's the one I go to. And it's awesome, but it only has 7 theaters, and so they can only really play some of the bigger movies. And they play a lot of like older stuff too, but on like Tuesday or, you know, Wednesday and stuff like that. So it's like, can't really go to those because I got to work. Oh.
Well, 3 feet left for par.
So yeah, not the greatest location for all my hobbies. Now, if you are somebody who loves history, this is a place for you. And I do not care.
Well, that's out there. That's out there a good distance. Nice shot. Second shot here, 180 yards from where you want to be. Made that look easy, Jim. Lovely shot. And a very good chance for birdie.
Yes,
You're right.
sirree.
It was a good chance.
Coming into this tournament, here's the updated list of money leaders for the year.
It's still us by a good bit.
If you can drive your golf ball like that with consistency, you can always score. On the green and an eagle look.
Oh, short.
No, you could sneeze on that, it would fall in.
Nothing quite like a birdie.
Excellent start off the tee.
What are you saying on this one, David?
In the fairway, lying nicely, and 180 yards left. Oh, that's an incredible shot. Very makeable putt after that great approach. Well played. Well, anytime you have a good chance like this, you've got to keep focused.
For the tournament, 17 under par.
Let's say, like, this one does at least make it so that if you do what I do and you're skipping some chunks of tournaments, like if you go back and play, you play all the ones that you miss, you can still hear all of like the history behind it and everything. So that is something I really like about this one. With the majors, that's the biggest reason, honestly. I was so pissed that I don't know what happened and it skipped it. But I would have liked to hear what they had to say with the history of it.
18 under par for the tournament. One more to go, and here's a quick update on how well the field has played the finishing hole.
Well, on the final tee shot of the day, you always want to hit the fairway. And that's a nice one.
Oh.
Well, here we are in the home hole, and this would be a great way to finish off your round. And this putt for birdie.
Oh.
Well, no make, but easy to clean that up.
He's got to like par on that hole.
18 under.
And how about a quick check of the leaderboard in the race for the FedEx Cup? Coming up next week, we'll be traveling to East Lake Country Club for the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. This is Jim Nance, David Verity, and the rest of the EA Sports crew saying so long for now.
So long. And we're in first, of course, with 10,000. East Lake Golf Club is the home course of legendary golfer Bobby Jones and the oldest golf course in the city of Atlanta, Georgia. Each year, East Lake hosts the Tour Championship, the PGA Tour's something something.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the final round of the Tour Championship, a part of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Welcome to the permanent home of the Tour Championship, where Brandt Snedeker took the title and the $10 million prize that goes with the FedEx Cup back in 2012. Designed by Donald Ross and played by the greatest players in the game, Jim Nance and David Verity in the booth for EA Sports.
A lot of wind on this final day. And rain, of course.
Very well done off the tee. He's going to be happy with that. Right in the fairway and long.
The second shot now on the par 4. Short iron, yes, this is 9. Oh, that's going to be a very makeable putt after that approach. Well played. And this one is for birdie.
Wet conditions around here, but the greens are soft, so we could see some birdies made. The players throwing just darts at these very soft conditions.
So much wind.
Gives himself
I needed that other
legitimate
extra club, I
chance
guess.
for birdie from 18 away. This for his birdie.
Got it.
Let's check the leaderboard.
Luke Donald through 8 holes, -5. Okay, so they're not all done, which is nice.
A quick view of how our leaders are doing for the tournament.
Oh, there's going to be a good chance.
Yeah,
for
definitely
birdie
need more
here.
than
That's
that.
a very nice shot.
Yes.
So, yes.
Take a look at last week's leaderboard.
Went dead into.
If you can drive your golf ball like that with consistency, you can always score.
Okay, just a bit under 180 yards. Yes, exactly what was needed.
2 extra clubs.
Now, this putt, about 6 feet away. An outside chance for birdie here.
That putt drops for a birdie. Total fairways hit. Now that's a category you love.
2. I missed the second hole.
Okay, well, some of these guys are just Neanderthal, Jim. That's a massive tee shot.
Safely on the green, but 25 feet away. Birdie opportunity here. That's
Oh.
-5.
Making the long one. Yeah, I was gonna say, well, I don't know. It changed back to 10. I was gonna say, it went from 10, and then when I hit, it was at like 7 and 6. I was like, I don't know if it makes it all the way, or I don't know if it the wind's gonna
That brings them to a tie for the lead.
help us out as much as I was hoping.
Beautiful. A clean swing, solid impact, and nicely in the fairway.
That's a beauty. That's a real beauty. Yep, definitely a chance here.
Chance to make birdie. It's all tied up now at the top of the leaderboard. Time to get an update on the tournament leaders.
Me and Luke Donald. Yeah, Retief Goosen, Jason Day on there, Tiger Woods, Adam Scott, Brant Snedeker, Bubba Watson. I feel like I can hit driver, right? Yeah.
This hole just got a whole lot more difficult
Oh,
from the second
went too
time.
far.
That will leave a very realistic chance for birdie.
Facing about a 10-footer here.
A chance for birdie. Takes the lead.
This is the easiest East Lake we'll ever play. Normally, it's very, very difficult. At 2K, it's insanely difficult to ever win because they have their stupid CPU always goes like. So I play in a 4-hole one. We'd be going off the last round, and this is what happened one time. We went off the last round. I can't remember who it was.
That's a big time drive, and it's in the fairway. That makes this all.
But somebody was, they literally were almost in last place. And it went 18 under to win. I was like, what? Because they beat me, which I was in second. And it was almost like, oh yeah, I can't lose because I was ahead by a decent bit. And whoever it was went 18 under for the round.
Eagle.
You know, you get the right line, the right.
I mean, I
pace, and
might do that here, but
that'll happen every now and then.
And how has the round been going to this point?
when it comes to the 2K games, I play those as realistic as I can. But of course, it lends itself to that because it's not a much older game like these are. These you kind of have to play a little bit arcadey.
Right in the fairway.
That's just the way they were kind of designed to be.
That came off the club a little hot,
Yeah,
and
it
the
did.
ball sailed and found the second cut. Very nice.
8-foot putt here.
This one to maintain the position.
Yes, nice putt.
Oh, that was a par 4? Oh my god. First par.
Let's go back to the leaderboard.
And 2014, which is 2013, they still haven't changed the layout of the holes to where they are now. Because the 8th hole,
This is 6-iron.
or the 9th hole, whatever the par 5, which is the 18th now, is,
That's why getting your yardage is so important.
the 8th or 9th hole in here. I remember being so confused because
And that one has found the cup.
I remember, and every time I play the game and watch it on TV, at the time, they would end on the par 3 like it does here. And then all of a sudden they ended on the par 5. I was like, well, when did they change it? It was probably in one of the years where I kind of... I took like a year and a half off when I switched to second shift, which would be 2017.
Nicely played.
So maybe it was in that year that
Right
they
in the fairway.
switched, because this one being 2014 or 2013.
He's got 105 yards right here. Yep, nicely on the green, close. That's a beautiful shot. This is the sort of length you'd like to make.
Make that a birdie.
Well, there's a great start off the tee. That's a good shot, Jim. And that's a great shot. That's going to be close to the flagstick.
Oh, wow.
They missed one there. That'll be a tap in.
Did not break.
He scores a par on that hole. That's a good solid start to this hole. David has the call.
Now my yardage book says 145 to the hole.
Sounds about right.
Boy, does he have it dialed in after that one.
That's a nice full pitching wedge for me.
Okay, just 4 feet left for birdie here.
It's in the books. It's a birdie. In the last few years, the world rankings have gotten more attention than ever, and here's an updated list.
Me and Tiger playing 15 events each. Me with 22 points.
Excellent start off the tee. A great way to begin the hole.
Well, the green sits up here, Jim.
What a shot.
Okay, a chance for an endangered species here, Jim. A putt for an eagle. For the eagle.
Yes, sir.
Got it. (16, 17, 18). Can we birdie all three to go 18 at East Lake?
He drove that one with authority.
Jesus. Forget sometimes that the lie literally doesn't do anything.
This to pick up a shot to par.
Oh, I knew it.
Too many times
I
do
knew
you
it was
wanna
going to be
let
dead
those
straight.
types of opportunities slip
Because that
right
break
by.
at the end.
A nice par putt from there.
That sucks. Oh, first in fairways, even though we haven't hit them all.
Beautiful. Lovely straight lines in that swing. Solid impact. And that's nicely in the fairway.
These players know how to do it the best.
A chance to sneak one back from par here.
Oh.
The longest yard in the world is that 3 feet from the hole.
What about this tournament? Exactly how do they line up? Here's a quick look now at the standings.
Jason Day, the only one still playing, but he can't really do anything.
Going to find out that it's a tough hole from
that
the second
12 mile
cut.
an hour just went miles left.
Perfect golf shot. Dead aimed at the cup.
A par is a pretty good score here today.
First class. What's that? Win the FedEx Cup. Okay.
Coming up next week, we'll be traveling to East Lake Country Club for the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. This is Jim Nance, David Faraday, and the rest of the EA Sports crew saying so long for now.
Oh, okay, so no little thing for that to the next season. Yep, okay. So that's going to be it for our career mode. When we come back, we're going to be doing Legends of the Majors. Relive legendary moments from the Majors. Don't know how long that'll be. Not sure what it really is, so... Hope you guys are enjoying it, though. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.